to meet in an absolutely informal and casual manner, because the entire style of our movie will be just friendly, talk to each other. Is it your first seminar of East-West seminar on high technology in education?
Yes. It's my first seminar of this type, but I have attended many international meetings where people from all over the world met together, like IFIP, the International Federation of Information Processing, OECD, UNESCO. So I have worked with other international groups through the years.
So you have rather solid background to compare all those events with this one. What is the main, say, difference or specific features of that?
Well, this, to me, was the most exciting and I'd say the best event I ever attended. Of course, it could have been due a little bit to the situation in Moscow and the sympathy and the feeling that all of us had for our comrades who were living in the Soviet Union and what they were going through. I think it brought out in everybody the camaraderie, the friendship, that people are people regardless of where they are. And the emotions that were portrayed were so natural and so deep and heartwarming that we all will go away from this conference. Sure, we've all learned something, but I think what really will matter to us is our friends and our comrades and all those whom we've met who suffered through this period, because all of us suffered with them. I think that meeting we had at 8 o'clock in the evening was, I'd say, the most emotional meeting I ever attended. It was so full of pathos, nobody ever didn't even want to go to bed. We all were just so excited about the happenings and wondering what we could do and how we could help. And afterwards, when we found it was better and it was over, there was such a feeling of elation, and we were so happy. So we all have become a member of a family, which was more than I ever found in any other meeting I ever attended.
And as a member of family, could you show us the most weakest spots in the organizational side of our seminar, about some, say, failures in its content, how to say, composition of its content, or any other failure of ours? Because I know there are many, there are plenty of them.
You mean failures of the meeting itself?
I hope, not of the meeting.
Okay, then failures
itself,
of what?
But failures of some particular sides. What was the most frustrating moments?
I think the most frustrating was not a failure, but the fact there was so much to be accomplished and little time. That to me was most frustrating. Everybody wanted to talk about what he or she was doing, which is the way it should be, and yet we had so much to accomplish because we want a report to come out of this meeting. So what was most frustrating to me was I wanted to hear more. I didn't have enough time to go to all the exhibits. I didn't have enough time to go to the separate panels. So that was really, I felt, and yet there was nothing one can do about it, because we had all these people. We had close to 200 people. Everybody wanted to talk. Everybody wanted to contribute, because people who are here are really the experts in the field. It was an invitational conference, so everyone here had something to offer. And how to capture all that was a little difficult.
What could have been improved among all the other things in view of the coming next seminar, the fourth seminar of ours, which we are going to in next summer?
I think maybe, I don't really know. You know, I was involved in developing the program, So I don't really know. I've thought about it because Marilyn has asked me, to think about this. Maybe the panels could have been less general and more specific, because the people on the panels really didn't stick to the topic. People who were, if a panel number was societal change, they really talked about what they were doing. And so if I had any comment, I would say if you invite people to speak, make sure that you give them better guidelines and say you are invited, but you will stick to this particular agenda. And this is the topic we wish you to discuss. So that, I felt, could have been a little bit better managed, but you can't tell anybody what to say. So if you tell them we wanted you to talk about one thing and they go up and talk about their national plan, that's interesting, but it's not exactly the topic. And then also maybe some of the topics could be better delineated, because the topic that you were involved with, global change, not everybody knew what it really meant. And so the big topic like teacher training could have maybe been divided and subdivided into other sections, because working groups should really be smaller than 30 people. Though they did a good job about dividing them. So I think for the future that should be thought about.
What was the most interesting moment during the seminar for you personally? Most interesting topic, perhaps, or a problem, or a session, or a meeting with somebody?
Well, always the meeting with people are the most interesting. I mean, I knew many people here, but I did not know many of the people from the Soviet Union or from Czechoslovakia. The Bulgarians are old friends of mine, but it is interesting to meet the new people. And I think the most interesting is the friendships one gets, and hopefully the continuing friendship that comes as a result.
And I hope you will help us too with the preparation for the fourth.
Hopefully, yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Of course.
Okay.